I should pay this one. Oh, yeah.
Patience is a virtue. Always has been.
All right. Where is it? Let's use. It's literally ending in 2 days. 2 days. Technically. Okay, 1 day. But I already did this, right? Let me put this over here instead. Put chat over here. That's better. Hello. Character story, yes. I actually did some part of Lucy on stream when I accidentally just tried but never finished it. This time I want to finish. If this is too loud. I already did the H2, but I'm gonna restart. I think this is just story and this one has gameplay. They brought back the gameplay here, which is just really good. But let's just start. Welcome. Stage 1, welcome. There's no preload or preface. Thank you so much. It's really hard to get a ride on this road, and I've tried so many ways, but none worked. Just now, I encountered a lady, and she seemed to have something urgent, but maybe she was just being cautious, which is the right thing to do. Sh- She even kindly called me Miss Lamb or Miss Ship. That's Barbara. That's the silhouette is Barbara. On a desolate road, sometimes a lamb can be a source of danger. Small figure closely followed the steps, and rarely does one see such fluffy, soft clouds on the ground.
Miss Tuesday. That's your name, right? I think.
If you're familiar with this area, I'd like to ask you about the path we're on. The one that is guiding slowed her pace gently, picking up conversation.
Yes.
This is a shortcut to the motel, but people prefer to follow the highway. Tuesday story on Tuesday. This is the last Tuesday before this ends. After all the rumors about Route 77, strange noises. I should turn that off. Alright, where am I? Strange noises, thick fog, blinding your eyes on the road, let alone the muddy path.
I remember.
The noises, I know I heard them. The car that brought me here was scared by it. I forgot it. This is... Wait, no. This is before the beginning of the event, right? I think so. Because Argus met Barbara on the road. Or this is after the beginning part. Indeed, a child like you standing alone by the roadside. I thought you must have been abandoned by some heartless driver. How dangerous it is. What? Oh. It's dangerous. You see, I'm a local who's used to living here. I don't dare stay by the roadside alone until dark. This thing moved. This thing moved slightly. She quickly reached out and tucked the thin blanket, not letting the passing wind sneak in. In this weather, it's hard not to sweat after just a few steps. The I guess maid's cheek had already turned red. I can help if you're. I can help.
Sweetheart.
No, this is my job. Besides, the child just fell asleep. Waking up would make him or make him fussy. And and you should be more concerned. Me? A deserted flat and a suddenly appearing stranger inviting you to stay?
Oh.
Look, I told you I'm. What is it called? What's she called? Attendant, maid, or waitress? I guess. No, I told you I'm the maid of the motel. Just happened to pass by, but why would I be carrying a baby around? Maybe too loud. I should turn down the music in game after this. Yet you followed me all the way out here. Without much of a doubt. Only now remembering to ask about the road.
Have you heard this baby in my arms make a single sound? I could be cradling a butcher's knife, a monster, or the skull of that terrified driver, his eyes still wide with fear.
Stop blushing, dude. Too fast.
Oh.
I can't read that fast. It's just describing what happened. Like she approached Barbara. Why does she sound so? What a pity. There's some dirt on the shoulders of this nice dress. When we get to the place, I'll try to help you clean it. Nice, nice dress, not nice clothes, I guess. I don't think she's wearing clothes. The attendant shook her head, seemingly regretting it. Oh, that sound. It's a hunter's gun. The one that on the cutscene. Thank you.
Regretfully.
Don't thank me. Please forgive me. There aren't many people who come here, and among them are stowaways and smugglers. It's rare to have a cute little one like you. I thought I'd take the opportunity to play a joke. I was waiting by the roadside for a guest, but they were late. As for this child, he can't be away from me, and he's tired, sleeping so soundly. Luckily, we're almost there. You should still be careful, though, when you're out and about.
This way, please.
It's beautiful. I'm glad you like it. I put a lot of effort into this little motel. The color in the waitress's hand or maid's hands. The color of Tuesday's. I'm just gonna call her straight up Tuesday instead of that word. The color of Tuesday's face had already faded due to exhaustion. She still managed to smile happily. Did you see that sign?
Tuesday's motel?
Yes.
My mother used to run this place up, and after she fell ill, I took over all the work.
Welcome.
Do you have any specific requests for the room? Please feel free to let me know. The business here. Monday. Monday has to be a sibling, right? So it must be the weekends. The mom and the dad. Saturday and Sunday. Alright. A room that gets sunlight, relatively quiet, has a desk where I can sit and write. That would be perfect. I remember there's such rooms upstairs. I'll have to ask you to wait for a few minutes while I settle the child and check the room's condition. Alright.
It's okay.
Make yourself comfortable. She just went upstairs. Barbara looked around, took out a small notebook from her collar. So, it's just describing this rather exquisite and unique design. Not this page. Not here either.
I remember.
Huh? That's a name. Blue Hat. What's that? Blue Hat definitely mentioned her mother and father to me. And their family restaurant. It's just... When did we talk about this? Was it last time I saw her? Should I flip further? There's nothing written in her yet.
Hey!
Hello? Though it was a friendly greeting, it was too sudden for Barbara. She tried to remain calm as she closed the notebook and tucked it back into her chest. Hello? What are you doing? I forgot about you. Hello, Nico Nico. Usually everyone who meets her for the first time responds with an "oh my." Sometimes it's even more exaggerated. You don't need to be afraid. This is not an illusion and I pose no threat. It usually takes people a while to get used to.
Wow.
You must be an arcanist. But you're really something special. My goodness, if the lambs at my house could walk and talk like you do, I'd be thrilled. Did you just check in today? Is there really anything I can help you with? Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh,
I'm Kayla. I'll come find you later. I have something else to do right now. Oh, you can call me Barbara. The lamb is a girl. Miss Barbara, it's nice to meet you. Cheerfully dashed out of the motel door. It seems like the accommodation at this motel is quite nice. And the guests are full of energy. This is way too wholesome for Tuesday. I mean... although our resources are limited, we do our best to provide an excellent service. Unfortunately, Barbara was no longer startled by the sudden movements. Since arriving at this place, she had seen too many similar things. Thank you, but your footsteps are really light.
Oh,
Of course, it's part of the etiquette for waitress. The room is ready. You can follow me upstairs. Are you sure it's for that Tuesday? You can set down your luggage, rest a bit, and then register. You're not planning on to jump out of the window to avoid paying the bill, are you? Based on my interviews and some reports I've read, it's more for people to hold the innkeeper hostage, rob the money from the counter, and leave the place empty and lifeless.
I think.
And the innkeeper's soul would haunt the motel all night, waiting for the unlucky ones to check in, mistaking them for the culprit, and tearing them to pieces. Many haunted house rumors start this way. Just taste love is just...
well, now aren't you a hoot? Talking of ghost stories in such a serious manner.
Sorry,
Oh, my sweet child.
I didn't intend to do anything like that. All an editor does is record and describe. It's alright, it's alright. I enjoy listening to such stories. Of course you do. A monotonous life is like a dry bread. You need to add some bacon, lettuce to make it more appetizing. Your room is located at the end of the hallway. Additionally, we provide a free meal every day, sandwiches and hot milk.
This is the room.
The door isn't locked. You can just push it open. Together. Oh.
What's going on?
What the fuck is happening? So summarized. What's going on? What are you going to do? The tenant slightly leaned forward, but just describe what happened. This. She turned. She hurriedly turned her head. This is way too loud. He turned it off down for a minute. She hurriedly turned her head, not realizing she had called out that name in her panic. How could no one have noticed it before? It was another door, abruptly stamped on the wall with a bright red color. It's the one with the boss in it. It's where her child is located. She instinctively moved closer to the attendant standing in the front door, intending to pull her away from potential danger. I should read. Okay, I'm just gonna translate that. Way too loud. Step back. It seems like someone inside is very agitated. Wait. I could barely hear it, dude. The door swung open. The attendant's, the maid's Tuesday's body was pressed against Barbara's back, as if to pull her back, and perhaps to add a gentle force.
Child B.
What?
Backstory on how Barbara, because on the story, the event story.
Oh, you're awake. I heard you talk.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I can just check quickly. Yeah, Barbara is in there. So this is before that. This is how she got there. What's that? Stage 2 Velvet Heart?
Did I trip?
Not bleeding? What about the others? Good, they're still breathing. The doctors did mention some people might faint due to sudden fright or shock. She cautiously checked on Tuesday's condition, then stood up. Red. A whole expanse of red as far as the eye could see. The second prominent color in the room was white. And with the was white and coming from the lamp, the attendant's apron and the crib in the center. Like bones stripped of flesh.
I think.
Maybe someone's hiding there. She gripped her portable recorder tightly. Its casing was fragile, but it has some sharp edges. No, there's no need yet. If the recorder gets damaged, I'll be in real trouble. Is there anything else? The loud noise from earlier seemed to have been swallowed by the red. What? By the red. The room was so quiet that she could only hear her own breathing. This room is giving Resident Evil vibes. Yeah, like, I don't think it's just this room. I think this is literally the guts of the entire motel. And I don't know yet, but maybe we're gonna learn more about the motel itself. I think the door is the mouth. The lamb bent down again, quietly searching nearby for something useful. After several attempts, she felt a slight scratch on her shoulder. In a moment, a spider picked out from her sleeve and crawled into her palm. She's gonna become Spider-Man, dude.
Oh?
Spider Lamb. Just joking. Dumb. Little one, you're here too. This is much better. Please go check over there for me. Move as quietly as you can. Don't let any other presence notice you. She waited, waiting for the spider to reach the white crib and tell her if there was some danger lurking. Waiting in silence. Soon she would know. Soon. The spider climbed silently the bedpost, slipping into the cracks.
Oh,
I've discovered a little secret. You mean discovered it? The lamb was too focused to notice that a waitress beside her had quietly opened her eyes. The mother's ghost? Or ghost of the mother? This should be a sufficiently old-fashioned, appropriately scary story. Could it be? A small black dot swayed at the bedpost at just the right moment.
Fine.
Seems like it's safe here for now. The spider friend disappeared into the corner of the room. The lamb hesitated for a moment before taking a step forward. No?
Oh?
Are you awake? Do you know about this room in the motel?
Mama, please.
Your mother? Was this place a restaurant before? Uh, if I remember correctly. Well, just sigh. The lamb changed her mind, sitting down beside the waitress and helping her tuck in a loose strand of hair. The girl lying on the ground occasionally murmured or whispered a few words. In a room like this, she somehow looked so peaceful.
Not so fast. Not so fast. You'll get dirt on your clothes.
It's okay.
That's the blue hat that she was talking about. That literally looks like Tuesday. I think that's why it's because in Chinese the literal translation of Tuesday's name is blue handkerchief, and this one is blue hat. It's fine, aren't we in a hurry? Once this interview is over, we have to quickly follow the wind to a safe place. I hope that one day Atu can find a stable. Sorry, that is blue fall. A stable refuge. S- So wait a minute. So we don't have to keep relocating every time we move. Someone else. Um. Every time we move, someone always ends up losing the materials they painstakingly collected. Uh-huh. It's already good enough that you didn't lose yourself. Since we're in Texas, I already originally wanted to take you to my parents' restaurant for a meal, but since we're in a hurry, um, we're in a hurry, let's do it next time. Though there be a next time? What's wrong, little one? Don't worry about it. It's not some extraordinary delicacy. Just a family restaurant. Or are you one of those in auto that who particularly concerned about class? You know I'm not. The lamb gently tilted her head, listening for a subtle sound in the wilderness.
I think.
It will take some time before the wind's fat becomes clear. About half a day. Is there time for a meal? Uh, it's still a bit troublesome. Once this matter is settled, I'll choose place.
I lost you to a place where the wind can't go. Until today.
Many studies have shown that companionship provided by soft, friendly animals helps soothe emotions. So, when a lamb patiently stayed by her side, the waitress breathing became more steady.
Are you reliving lost memories in your dreams? Or is it just a coincidence? Are you still you?
She reached out her hand to the attendant to Tuesday. There is a bland line called. I'm gonna search that. Wait. It the name, but in some places, but on this land, it is embodied as lamb. That's a term. There's a Wikipedia article about it. Baku. That translates to Baku, which is a Japanese supernatural being that are said to devour nightmares. Originate from Chinese Mo. It's probably this. Hmm. How long until Bloney's anecdote? If I have time. Like how long until it, because it's gonna end, then I need to wait the next version. believe, if I remember. It brings sleep, peeks into dreams, and leaves footprints deep in the subconscious. Though this lineage, she jumped among the clouds with her ship mother and tried to understand her human mother. Right, she has like dream powers. It allowed her to possess a badge from Autumn magazine, to see the lawn she had seen in her dreams, to travel to more places. Yeah, this is Tuesday Star. From like what we saw, I think Blue Hat, and it's very obvious because the portrait of Blue Hat and like her name, she knew Barbara way before she became, let's just say, not very well in mind. Probably the one, her trailer, if you watch her trailer, like she has some lore there, probably it's gonna be explained here. Right, we're back. This is back. After, when's the last one we had a minigame? Like 1.5? I'm still in the model. It seems that this model is really important to her. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's not. It's Tuesday. I already played this, but like, let me check. The names of the is that Stage 6 Christine's baby. Yep, we're getting lore. This won't work. I have to look for something that can help. Oh. Still in the oh. This seems really important to her, but it's her collapsed in the hallway, like in those horror stories where an elusive presence takes. Oh no, that's not right.
It's Tuesday. She's slumped on the floor, cold and breathless. her life has been taken by an inexplicable being. A typical horror story scene. I think
She was trying to leave the room to seek help, but she failed. All the doors in the hallway were closed, each one identical. There was no trace of that bright, layering velvet red. Just one more. I don't think those ones are important. The gameplay stuff. I think just that.
this is the washroom. There are ghosts in the mirrors and weeping shadows lurking in the corners. When you turn on the tap, blood pours out.
This is also one of the most common places where the motel owner and the guests meet their end. Maybe she came here to freshen up, or perhaps she received a complaint from a guest and came to check. But the outcome was far from ideal. Gently step over the cold body on the floor. It's time to go downstairs and take a look. The horror stories about hotels always begin with the moment you step into the foyer. But Barbara's hearing was always keen. A door had just closed. Not too far away, not too conspicuous. The yeah, I can't. Find the closed door. Maybe you can find something. It's this door.
Hello? Anyone in there?
The guest room was silent. It wasn't a large room with no wardrobe or other places to hide. Don't give me this again. It just this boom. Unless someone had carefully crouched down, pressing tightly against the door frame, waiting for that curious gaze outside the lower. She tiptoed, trying to see the entire room through the keyhole. Even inside this room, she took a step back, turning right would lead directly to the staircase. What was lurking in the silent darkness? This is a dream? There's one left. Should be the last.
I've never known anyone to dream so calmly about their own death. No one knows what happens after we die. People are as terrified of death.
Of course, it also draws people to reach out for it. She tried to approach
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When
a song.
the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
I wonder if the files have that have that full sound clip without the fading. It's the melody of the boss theme. I'm gonna get some water first. My throat is gonna die otherwise. Next stage is Lullaby. All right. This entire thing is actually on Barbara's perspective, which is
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
if there's no full version of this, when this version comes out in global, Bupak, please make this, release the full song, the full lullaby with the melody of the. If not, I'm gonna.
When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all.
Ah, you're awake. Child. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't expect you to be so frightened. I'm okay. Struggled to get up from the waitress's lap, putting her headphones back on, which had somehow come off. The country music replaced the gentle lullaby and soothed the tickle in her throat. When did you wake up? And what's up with this room?
Do you know a girl named Bonnet?
Oh, that's a translation. Bonnet. Hmm.
Do you know a girl named Bonnet?
It's the hat, I guess. Bonnet instead of blue hat. Oh my, oh my. You have a string of questions the moment you wake up. I've never heard of the name you mentioned, though it does sound rather cute. As for the room, you can stay here until your body fully recovers. It's safe and quiet. Oh.
Regretfully.
There's no desk. This is a small motel, so our resources are limited. I hope you can forgive us.
Fine.
And please forgive my words. I think this is illegal confinement.
Oh,
How long is Barbara actually in here? And you're still weak and have only just regained a bit of strength. And you had a lovely dream under my... Lovely dream? Why would you blame me? Yeah, you call that lovely dream? She saw like multiple of your own dead body. She instinctively lowered her head and straightening her skirt. That was a nightmare. Then you must not have slept well. All the more reason to rest peaceful. I envy children like you. I never dreamed. Wasn't that your dream? The attendant didn't pay attention to this nearly muttered question. Alright. I can't stay here chatting with you all day. I have many things to attend to. I need to get back on the road, wait for guests, and I need to restock vegetables and bread. These things run out quickly. I'll bring you a meal later as well. Please wait, I have one last question. She pointed at the crib. The child you were holding isn't here, and this room doesn't look like a nursery.
So that really isn't a baby in your arms. What is it then? A corpse? Or a ghost?
When I first arrived, someone mentioned the case of missing guests at the motel.
I think.
Your child, the missing travelers, the strange room. What she didn't ask was who would be next.
You're a sharp one. I like you. Most people are afraid to even ask, you see.
She blushed again, and this didn't make her appear more lively. Rather, it highlighted her frail, frail and thinness. Frailty. Is that a word? Like a silver butter knife that could snap at any moment. She seemed hardly threatening.
Oh, you've broken my heart. But
Even so, I'll still answer you. We can't punish the children every time they make a mistake. Because sooner or later, they'll get used to it. They won't be afraid anymore. In this file is my most beloved child. The youngest, and it really dislikes when I focus my attention elsewhere. We've spoken too much. It doesn't want to see you. The attendant gently stepped back, closing the door.
Fine.
Interviews don't always go as smoothly as expected. Barbara walked along the wall, trying to find the little spider that had once slept. Help her. This required enough patience and good eyesight. Fortunately, she had nothing else to do. After a futile attempt, she sat down on the floor. Let's organize the information we know. Tuesday and Bonnet, are they the same person? Come on, stop that. I know the answers lean towards no. But personally, I'm reserving judgment. The secrets of the motel. She turned the page. My arcane skills requires contact with a dreaming individual to be effective. I only came in contact with Tuesday and the floor of the room.
I think.
But she denied it, so...
Oh, my sweet child.
Have you found the answer? There might have been a murder, an accident in this motel. Ghosts are wandering in the room. Once I can't see, I enter their dreams. What a clumsy child. So to echo her words, the other doors in the hallways simultaneously opened and closed.
Hey,
Don't disturb the other guests. The door beside her opened a crack and an unlucky spider fell to the floor. It's alright, leave a few spiders to keep the child company. You did quite well this time. I'll take you out with me. The hallway's end was unlit and the attendants walked straight into the darkness. No gameplay for that. Silent night.
oh,
Our lovely and clumsy little lamb had not figured out the plot. Far more interesting than murder in the room. This would have been a much more interesting story.
this is how the story started.
Whoa! That's a new portrait. This is a haunted motel that everyone talks about. It doesn't look like anything thrilling. Let's just look around. Are those? I just saw this one. Oh. Hello, is anyone there? I heard they need a new staff, waitress stuff. No one responded to the girl's words. She walked into the front desk and checked the papers on the desk. There was indeed a registration form with the name column left blank. Okay, you should be able to recognize it clearly, right? That's Tuesday's eyes, definitely. And the hairstyle. Yep, Tuesday. I just noticed that. It's similar. It's similar to the murderer's code name, but more relatable. Tuesday. Tuesday. The girl broke into the haunted motel, and the girl who left home without permission. Come on. Be careful, there's a man-eating monster hiding in this motel. It's always by your side. An old TV, only the show screen is flickering. Who turned on this TV? Maybe I should find out if anyone is in the room. Why is there a chair here that I can move? Locking myself in. It's tightly locked. After knocking, faint laughter came from behind the door. Also locked. Faint sobbing or crying came from behind the door. It also locked. A faint whisper came from behind the door. Maybe I should go back to the front desk to check. Is there anyone? Can anyone help me? I'm tired and hungry. I'm the new waitress. My name is on the list downstairs. The corridor was silent, with only her own voice to keep her company. She knocked carefully on every door, but none of them opened for her. She looked around and smiled a little, as if she just witnessed a greedy mouse being caught by its tail. This was not a reaction of shock, but more of a joy from her heart. She found a little mouse. Fuck that. Oh, do you or you guys need anything? Not again. I'm sorry I made so much noise, but it's my first day here, so it takes some time to get used to it. What a warm welcome. What? It seems that this is the so-called man-eating monster. They are so fast that going to the front desk is not a good idea. I might be able to use these objects to block them a little. Oh, the red door. A door suddenly appeared. Is this a welcome ceremony or a trap? The Wait, no. Oh my god. Restart, are you serious? It's not what I meant to do, dude. You could have just clicked the other button. What I put it here. Alright. Different plan. She stopped suddenly. I guess this is the room for me. How generous. This was a door that suddenly appeared beside her, like a fresh wound dripping with blood. Push it open without hesitation. What a beautiful place. It's like walking into a beating heart. Although I can't hold it tightly in my hand, at least I can touch it. It's just that, are my fingertips trembling or are you shaking? She stroked the floor in front of her, occasionally pulling the cloth covering it. and twisting it into a ball as if in a playful way. The news of the disappearance spread far and wide. Some said it was done by local bandits. Others said it was a bear or a hungry beast. A rabbit in a doll costume picked up an axe, and a clown with a knife broke into the backyard. On nights when the moon was the brightest, everyone, especially young lovers, dare not go out on the streets. Even with all these unusual stories, no one ever thought that the hotel itself was culprit of for the disappearance. Have they never thought about it, or are they unwilling to imagine it? The uninvited tenant straightened up. The red cloth slipped from her fingers and scrambled back to the ground. They are afraid, just like you are afraid of me right now.
Oh, my sweet child.
I know what fear is. I know what fear is. It's almost like a child holding his breath in the quiet of night. I look at the closet, at the crack in the door. There had been a beam of sunlight, but now it was gone. What covers it? Who is outside of the floor? Of the door. She heard a friction coming from the floor and the wall, as if wood was pressing against each other. Was it my father? Was it my mother? Was it my parents and siblings who had woken up from their sleep and were coming to look after me? But no one claimed such imagination. Everything that the child was familiar with did not respond to him. Then he continued to think, using his limited understanding, and ponder this difficult problem. Maybe it was a mouse. Maybe it was a cat. It jumped out of the open window. That's actually fucking... That made me jump a little. Did not fully scare me, but it just made me jump. Just the sound effect of the window describing. Finally, in the long still darkness, he saw the light near the door frame pouring into the room again. Though this window has a jump scare on the EP video. With the help of the light, he instantly recognized the outlines in the darkness. The thing is not outside the door. It is in his room. The wind whistled around her like sob.
Yes.
Fear often comes from the unknown and from the fiction of losing control.
But
Faced with such a huge unknown, the child has only his own small. Oh, it's gonna jump scare. It's gonna jump. There were footsteps passing by her. But it wasn't his, it belonged to no one else. And he had never seen it in his home. This is so funny. What's the last line? I missed that. There are so many possibilities, and what is happening in your eyes, before your eyes, goes against the common sense and beyond your cognition. And this is so funny. What's funny? You seem to be a child too, still at the age where you need to care. We need care and company. This entire model, that's the boss. A waitress who tells you bedtime stories. A friend who spreads fear. The fear. Do you need someone like that? This is the third possible story. There's another child standing in the room. It was him. It was him. He just returned home and hadn't turned on the lights yet. But he was keenly aware that someone in the room was looking at him. Somehow, two imaginary worlds overlapped and they were both terrified and spent the entire night like that. The hand holding her fingers was quite childish. This is one of those people. The identical faces. And one of the kids trembled and broke for the wall. He turned on the light slowly and carefully, and nothing that happened. You still can't trust me, right? That's right. Don't trust things that are too similar to you. I will stay and tell you everything I heard and saw outside. She told the hotel one weird story after another. Just like trying to what word is that? Okay, the English. Persuade a young and reckless child to calm down, yes, until other noises drowned out her voice. Who's knocking at the door? She walked quickly to the door and opened it. Goodbye? What's the matter with you? The haggard-looking woman said nothing more and unbuttoned her collar, one after the another. The long dress that had belonged to the waitress was taken off, folded and placed by the door.
Oh,
This is really... The motel windows creaked and there was a cold rustling sound in the walls. She can understand what it means and it is very happy now. Thank you very much. She bowed deeply to the previous owner of the inn, then bent down and picked up the dress on the ground. Guess it's her outfit. This is Tuesday's new home, a house that belongs to her and relies on fear to survive just like her. Is this the end of the story? Oh no, it is the motel. It is a motel that has existed for a long time, long before I was born. It recognized me, but it did not yet completely rely on me. Be patient, dear. Watch each other and bide your time. Bid your time. And now is the time. Sir, is this you calling? I'm the waitress of this hotel. Please open the door.
Hmm?
Gentlemen? No response. She gently covered her chest and felt her heart pounding. She was good at looking through keyholes, something she used to do when she was a child.
Oh,
Uh, she was familiar with these eyes too. They belonged to the dead. What a poor man. That's that's halfway. How am I streaming for? 2 hours. What is this? Strange guess?
how many times have I told you not to eat things off the floor?
Several guests have asked me where uh, Mr. Jordan, a name it would be very troublesome to come up with some excuses to explain. Or Jordan. Didn't we agree that we should let them leave the hotel alive so that the story can be spread to more places? Well, that dude is probably dead. You eat some of those strange You eat some, and those strange believers who are performing rituals in the room takes some away. There weren't many customers. The wall violently shook. I'm not going to argue about
No more
this.
eating dead guests. You hear me?
Let the guests who cause trouble solve their own problems, and we should stay out of it. There's a It described the footsteps. Those are footsteps.
We had our quarrels, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, was this a squirrel? There's all. Let me think.
Oh,
Maybe a little fighting. Tuesday?
oh, do be careful, ladies. The blood will be impossible to remove once it seeps through the carpet and soaks into the floorboards.
Is this a normal thing in Texas? Don't be so polite. I'm just a waitress doing small jobs like cleaning and serving food. And I really talked too much today. Sorry to bother you. Don't take it to heart. It doesn't matter. After all, you provided us with a place to stay. She didn't miss the fleeting look of fear on the woman's face. This was her first reward of the day. But soon something else overshadowed the joy of the harvest.
What's this?
Is it me? Is this what's going to happen? A knife had pierced her chest. She reached out her hand, a wound realistic enough, warm and soft, and kissed her fingers. This is really interesting. Who on earth would use a knife like this to hurt someone? It's just enough to cut bread. There was a slight noise behind me. Tuesday?
Yes? Is there anything else you need? You're shaking.
I don't think it's Soki. I think it's high-key terrifying. The way she acts are just you see someone like that in real life, like they're so calm seeing dead bodies. She was so focused on the illusion created by the Matao and didn't look back immediately. I always feel like I've seen you before. Just now you were smiling so much and
Is that
suddenly
you?
remembered you.
Christine from the farm.
Christine mentioned she has so much name, dude. I'm pretty sure Bonette is also her. And Christine was likely her because of the trailer. And Tuesday. And then on Chinese is Blue Handkerchief. Blue Handkerchief is just describing her appearance. You still remember that girl? Of course I remember. I was frightened by her so much that she beat her pants and she still doesn't dare to walk into the forest alone. He always said that there were eyes inside it watching everyone and they would take his eyes away and hide them by the tree branches. And Jacob has always believed that his attic is haunted.
I'm sorry to hear that. She never wanted to ruin anyone's life.
I understand. She has always been doing this.
She could have gotten married, lived in a cabin near the farm, and visited her parents anytime she'd liked. They never should have let those two fugitives escape. Those monsters even shot the kids. Blood drenched the couch.
I think that happened, that was shown in her trailer. But no one found Christine. Did misfortune catch up with her? No one knew. He left and walked far away, unwilling to face these sad things again. So that's why you called me to say these words. She turned around and her eyes and lowered her eyes slightly, as if she didn't see the table knife in the woman's hand. The waitress had to keep a decent smile, and she did. Have we met?
This is a small town, so stories travel fast. But how do you know it so well? Could you elaborate a little about the blood-soaked couch, the cup of coffee on the table that was so turbid that it was almost unrecognizable, and the broken nails dug into the floorboards?
Wait a minute.
Where did you see all these? I saw it through the slit in the lock.
Everyone was so frightened that they couldn't help but imagine what would have happened if they were the victim. color appeared on her pale skin. You don't remember, but I've always heard you talk about the ice in the forest. The woman did not realize that her voice was trembling and even the knife in her hand was shaking. You played games, talked. Among the kids who played together, you were always the bravest one. Do you want to avenge your family?
Be careful. Something's wrong with this house. Every night, I saw Jaden's eyes near the bed. In the dark corners. In the wall.
Jaden. That's a name that I...
His face torn apart and smeared on the wall, his mouth mumbling about the murder on the farm. That reminds me. You look just like poor Christine.
Don't be afraid, poor Christine. I can take you and you will be blessed. To a church and you will be blessed. You have the qualities to be noticed by the light. You can become one of us. They are just some nightmares, but they could make you so nervous. I'll take you for a walk outside. Maybe you'll feel better.
Don't! Stay away! Please!
I know the rituals of the sect and can share them with you. I won't tell your secrets to anyone. Jaden said that the other day you looked familiar and then he disappeared. Like your family, it just happened that they ran into a fugitive just when you went to withdraw the money.
It's a crying shame that I didn't die with them.
Go away, take this opportunity to escape. I don't intend to do anything to you now, but later. She moves closer to the tip of the knife. The woman ran faster and rushed downstairs. The waitress sighed quietly and picked up the silver knife.
This knife is far too blunt to hurt anyone.
She heard the door downstairs.
Christine.
I didn't tell you the story so you could pull a prank on me.
Nor are you supposed to use them to create illusions and drive away useful guests. Even if you drive away all those believers away, I won't change my mind. Stop eating and killing your guests. It's boring. And she doesn't want to just kill them. Even if you still want to be angry about this, write something more interesting next time, dear. That unlucky guy was dragged into the room by her just now. It's up to you to deal with him. Last time. To be continued. Is this sixth? Oh. Oh. What a disobedient child. Forget it, today's work is not finished yet. It's not just a dead body. Oh yeah, it's the one on the background. It's her body. That's an illusion. Just recreates her. Am I back in this corridor again? Is this a new prank? That's really boring. There seems to be an endless corridor in the hotel. If you accidentally enter it, remember to follow the rules. Oh, what? Note anything unusual in the hallways, including change the car and doors suddenly appear. This is that one game. Like, what's that game? The Japanese game. Exit 8. Note anything unusual, change of decor and stuff. If you found any abnormalities, please turn back immediately. Yeah. It's literally that game. Rumor has it that anyone who strays into this corridor never reappears. Where do they go? Who knows? I don't think there's anything right now. Alright, let's see. Ice. Green, then body there. I don't think there's anything. That's a red door. Don't just say that. Let me do the puzzle. From now on, I will be more careful in every decision I make. It just said that there's something different here. I mean, it's very obvious, but maybe the next one is gonna be different. Is there gonna be changes here? This is the back mode, I'm pretty sure. So it must be just in this area. The exit 8 literally has this. Doors are open. The lamp's position is different. Yeah, that's one. That's a That's definitely a reference to that game. That's pretty cool. Christine's baby. And then have they reconciled? Wait, there's two-person. Is that? How are the friends in the wall? Oh, it wasn't friends in the walls. It was the model itself. Then we found an opportunity to resolve the conflict between us. I truly got it.
And I decided to be its caretaker.
You just have to be, you just have the thing holding it. The bad boys are chasing us. This place is too spacious. I need to block the road ahead of time. Look at this. I found notes here from the previous owner. She came here by mistake and stayed here because she had nowhere else to go, thinking that this was a haunted house. Do not enter the doors that appeared suddenly. Don't respond to around you. They are illusions. If there are calls from the room phone in the middle of the night, ignore them. She wrote down many rules like this as if this were an interesting game.
Oh, did she really believe that following these rules would keep her safe? Christine.
There were slight scratching sounds all around. See, it was trying to create all sorts of illusions to prove to me that it could predict my fate.
But I'd fall to the floor, scratching my throat and gasping for breath. Suffocated by an eyeball.
They kind of overuse this fucking game. What did I see? What made me do this? Whoa. I made a mistake. Or did I? I want to check that. Oh. You know what? Let me restart. Is this still the same thing? Yep, it's still the same thing. I should. There's nothing there. It's a waste of time. Or maybe that's actually required. No, I don't think of this. I made a mistake. Just want to. This cabinet seems to be more solid and won't easily be damaged. Can I move it? Oh, I can move it. The way to the bathroom was blocked by illusion. Alright. In the corridor, there are many doors. There was a sound of footsteps following closely behind her. No one can guess what is hidden behind the door.
Perhaps there's a butcher with a paper bag on his head, or a chupacabra with dry, matted hair.
Or maybe it's a ghost wandering here, spying on the living through the cracks.
Christine.
There were no windows, but the wind was blowing.
Oh,
There are some names mixed in the wind. Let me listen.
Christine.
The parents miss their children, and the younger siblings are looking forward to their sister's return.
Poor child, so far from home. Like a piece of flesh that's been torn from the body, she should be placed back in the wound.
With her family. There was a dull knock from inside the wall beside me. Or it was right there. Or just just a turn of a knob. Perhaps she could hide in the nearest room. Uh,
Oh,
that's not the correct answer either. This room is too narrow. There's no place to hide.
Christine. Christine.
And things are chasing her. So noisy. What should I do? Hide under the bed? Or rush out of the room? Staying here will definitely not end well. Just take a look.
I
She
hope I'll
studied the
never make
figures.
that face.
Fair enough. Think of a way, that's right. The vase on the cabinet fell down.
Oh,
The little guy chased into the room. Fortunately, there is a public bathroom outside. Let's head. Let's leave it there. Children who are not obedient enough always need to suffer a little. Um. Bamboozled. I have to open this door. It's stuck. No amount of shaking, pulling, or twisting.
who shut the door?
Expected result.
Don't eat off the floor. And certainly don't spit them out again.
It's just. The trick of locking the door with a dead body is outdated. She should talk with Porpedia. I think they will get along well. Really great song, Mr. Jaden. I accidentally skipped that. Oh well, I can't read it now. Is there gonna be another one? Just in case. Thank God I did that. The wall won't break easily, but there's no way to lock the door either. The door is the most obvious weak point. I couldn't find anything to block the door quickly, and the bathroom mirror. Smart people know not to look in the mirror in horror stories. She took a quick glance in the mirror and gave up on breaking it. Yes, the mirror provides her with sharp shards. But she had something else on her. Christine? She faced the door. The door is the most obvious weak point, and whatever is chasing you is likely to enter through here. Be careful with your feet, stand firmly, and don't slip. Otherwise, the head will explode like a vase, which will be difficult to clean. She felt her heart pounding. Like she understood. She stood in a hill and looked at the farm, and when she saw the people coming and going. Is this the joy of escaping death? No, far from it. The residents who gathered around were so curious, but they didn't even dare to look at you.
Daddy, Mama, my younger brother, and my dear little sister. You've no idea how quickly people crumble in the face of fear.
Save this sounds file.
Daddy, Mama, my younger brother, and my dear little sister.
Some people would like to. You haven't seen it. Table knife will blend easily. There is no threat at all. Abandon it.
Fear is a warning.
It keeps creatures away from danger. The fear of fire keeps us from getting burned. Fear of heights from falling. And many times fear comes from anticipation. There are countless unknowns and too many possibilities in the expectations.
What's hiding in the dark? What'll happen next? Whose footsteps are those echoing behind me?
If you dare look back very far, you will fall into fear.
Fear is surrender. Succumbing to fiction, to imagination.
Sting run like fuck.
And frightening others
Why
is
did that
defy
scare?
your fear.
I know that. I've seen that. Why did that? That made me jump from my seat for some reason, and I don't know why. I've seen this before on the video.
Oh, what a sweet moment to defeat the undefeatable.
I will forgive you. You need someone like that, a waitress who tells you a bedtime story, a friend who spreads the fear.
You need a mother.
There's a new voice line.
You need a mother.
Is this it? How do I put this in sources? Add example, not that. That's Discord. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. VLC. Okay. Maybe it's too loud. Let's that down.
You need a mother.
So you have a mother. So you have
Oh my-
a mother. So you have a mother.
Oh my god, it's stopping. Why is it echoing? Oh, because it's echoing on my headphones because it's monitor and output for that. I didn't mean to loop that. Oh, I she watch over you and teach you. Alright.
A person who will teach you how to properly play with fear. Someone who will keep you from fire and water and all the rest of life's dangers.
All this playful chasing and scaring doesn't work on me, as you've probably discovered. She bent over and touched the floor and seemed to feel the pulse beating beneath it. Fear comes from the unknown, so I need you to have a visible form. This is a restraint on you, and it also makes it easier for me to keep an eye on you.
I wish you were small enough for me to cradle you in my arms.
Her hands were filled with fabric and weight. She picked up the swaddling clothes from the ground.
See? Fear isn't so scary. Good child. Good.
continued. Let's 7, 2 more. Two more. The shep. Is that right? The shepherds. Playtime is almost over, children. Close your eyes. I'm about to turn on the lights. Wait, whoa. We're in the suitcase. The room echoed in applause and small chatter. At this age, kids always have endless questions. But one voice jumped in. First. Hello? What? Finally, it's over. I was almost out of power. I was almost. Hopefully, there won't be a next time. Just unexpected. A figure leaned against the cold surface of the machine.
What is that?
Who's there? Please don't treat me like a wall or something.
Oh.
Alter, guys. Sorry, I just got a little scared. The TV screen emitted a loud static noise and the image inside was on the verge of turning into complete static. Little ones, what do you want to say? She smiled as she turned to the small head speaking out on the side of the sofa. The kids huddled together in a tight group. Well, I think this is a little scary. Everyone see. You do need to stay focused when walking in the forest. If I encounter those eyes,
I will do
I'll try
my
my
best.
Alright, that's she just said it.
I don't understand.
Avgus! Hello. Do you get hungry living in the in the walls? Do the friends at the motel also squeeze into the walls to play?
Huh?
Maybe it doesn't need to eat like us elves. Of course, not needing and not eating are two different things. I wouldn't say no to Miss Bunny's apple pie. The conversation was quickly drifting off topic.
Oh,
I also made some snacks. Make some snacks. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, a total of 6 little ones. 6? Nope. If we count Miss TTT, who played the movie for us, and the lovely girl beside her, that makes 8.
Now, children, why haven't you spoken to our new friend there? Behind you.
Behind? Is there someone behind us? The sofa's backrest indeed had some new pressure. Don't just stand there, it's tiring. Here, take this handkerchief and wipe your face, good child.
Look at you. There's blood all over your face.
So that's fun. Look at the redness of your face. That's what it is. It's because it's probably says the word blood is not mentioned. Should we turn around and take a look? Let's count to 3. Everyone together. 3. They must be trying to scare us. 2. It's okay. 1. Take a deep breath and turn around. Barbara. It's Barbara. Hello. I thought it might not be appropriate to interrupt your conversation, so the room felt silent.
Hello, Tuesday. I brought you your dollhouse.
Thank you. Please place it on the table. Barbara set down the item in her hands.
Wow.
You're a little lamb. Can we play together? I love your curly wool. It's so pretty. It's the one that I posted the art. This is why. This is literally it. The children quickly surrounded their new companion. Let me show you. I have it here. Pretty sure I saw it was there. Save image. Sources. Add image. Browse. OneNotes. This thing. It's this scene. It's the exact same scene. Because there's August, Regal, PDT, Lisa Louise, Walter Guys, and as far as first greetings go, this is pretty good. We can't scare children. A little joke is enough. Alright, now it's time for catching up. For some catching up. She walked to the other side of the room and tapped the machine's casing and kept knocking on the door. What about the little girl from earlier? She left in a hurry, or maybe she hid somewhere. There are so many people here. Anyway, I've helped you a lot this time. You regret it now, huh? You must regret it now. Selling me to the second-hand market? There will never be another TV as nice as usual or as fitting for a motel as this one. Wait,
Yes.
wait, they know it. They know each other before this. And just they sold her. Well, the signal on the later models wasn't very good and I hardly used them to watch programs. Thank you for letting me finish the story smoothly. It wasn't much trouble, just a little help. Besides, is there any secret you can tell me? Don't try to fool me. Schools, restaurants, and motels. They're all good places for secrets. The motel you stayed in still has no news.
But
There are indeed some other things. That TV looks like it could fetch quite a bit of money. A phone call about a good deal. Yes, just find the time when no one's around and break a window to steal it. It's a ready-made setup. They say there's even a talking ghost living inside. Be careful, there might be eyes on the other side of the wall. Oh, she's not a ghost. She moved very quietly and didn't make any noise. Oh dear, what should we do? It's not good to just chase the guests away. And no matter how obedient the children are, they shouldn't always stay at home. It seemed there are many people coming and going. Oh, wait, no. Isn't there a lady who stayed here a while ago? She mentioned a fairly busy market nearby. Market? Especially arcanists who like to buy some little trinkets. More. I'll go take a look. So you did it. We found Tiffy's origin story. So you did it on purpose.
oh,
Didn't you always say the motel was too creepy, too dark, and too frightening? I thought surely someone with an eye for it would take over. Oh, the Foundation has a good taste. At least we can still chat together now. Alright, anyway. Someone's knocking at the door. The children should left with the little lamp. Oh, they forgot to close the door.
Oh, no!
I need to find another place to stay. Next time, remember to bring new secrets with me to find me. Bye. The TV screen quickly went dark.
She's still so afraid of ghost stories. Just when I thought she was getting used to them.
The toy house on the table wobbled slightly. Alright, last one. Final Sage. Let's do this. The double-sided mirror? Burton? It should be in now.
Tuesday. Are you in?
Are you there? Oh, she's gonna say it. Is it too early or too late?
No.
It's unlikely.
It took you 5 minutes and 23 seconds to open the door. Longer than I expected.
Is there a special reason for that?
Oh,
I was just talking with an old friend. She seemed startled by the noise. I was paying attention to her reaction. I'm really sorry. And you? What results did you come to? It seems that entering the suitcase weakens the connection between the motel and the outside world. The internal structures and furnishings remained unaffected, but it should only be able to create this kind of dollhouse. That dollhouse is the entire motel. Miss Barbara, help me complete the mobile test. Where am the movement and shake. Inside, you can feel the dollhouse moving and swaying, but it's relatively safe.
No.
The assessment is that no additional restrictions are needed. Miss Villa should be pleased to hear this news. That's indeed a good news for the lively and curious children. And my child also needs friendly companions like this, or playmates. That's good. By the way, there is one more thing I need to ask you. Go ahead. I'm curious about this little suitcase of yours. Is it similar to my child?
oh.
If it's inconvenient, please tell me, that's fine. She observed the other person's expression, trying to find any sign of hesitation. Have you ever worried that I would deliberately refuse to open the door for you? Though I've advised the little one to not scare our timekeeper, we still need to get along for a while.
But
But I don't think it will be that obedient. The bundle in her arms shifted slightly.
good child. Good.
I don't blame you for that. I'm curious, for someone so young, how are you so accustomed to these matters?
You're not afraid of separation or of being left alone. You don't seem to fear unknown dangers either. Even now, I don't see a hint of fear in you.
A faint blush appeared on her pale skin. Like a lit candle, a silver knife refracting the light. That's rare.
Are you really never afraid?
Can it be answered easily? Never. It's almost a promise.
No. I've certainly had my fearful moments, and perhaps there'll be more to come. But I'm not afraid right now. As you said, fear comes from the unknown. And as we learn about the unknown, we conquer fear. You're welcome to stay here with us for more, if you're interested.
Oh,
You understand yourself well and have confidence.
well, now that the story's come to an end, I wonder what people will do. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
What is fear, after all? Is it a voice with no known source? An indescribable existence? Or that's too fast. Or is it a mirror? Or a pair of eyes peering into the darkness? Watched by something in the shadows?
Whatever may come, I wish you all the best.
Wow, I actually finished it. We never even have an answer. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the she knew Barbara knew her before she went to this became Tuesday as Bonnet, and then she had a thing as Christine where her family died, and she just went crazy over all of those experiences, I guess. Or she's already probably crazy because she has like a fear fetish or something. Why is TTT here? I mean, why not? There's literally every other character, it's not only TTT. But that's it. Nothing else. Done everything. In basically one day. 2 days. Since the day is almost over. the reset is almost over. But on Thursday, Argus is gonna release. I also might do Argus since I did this, since I have more time. But I don't have anything else for today. How much? Wait, is this 5 days in 6 hours? I might do this. To be honest with you, if I have time, I might do this. Since someone asked, like, I think Tinla, if I will do Bloney's anecdote, I might read this because, but like I know some characters like Jack over here, but I just skim through it. I see the characters' names and stuff, but I never really fully read it like I did with this one. But anyway, next stream probably, I don't know, might do Argus stuff. Let me see if I can do it with the weekend or maybe on her list. But that's everything for me today. For a story, like most stories, I mean, what I think about this, let's see. Never really, it gave and some answers about her origin, and we actually knew that TTT was they knew TTT, she knew TTT before, like she sold her.
Patience is a virtue. Always has been.
We had encountered probably the real Kayla. I thought we're gonna actually go on and confirm that Kayla, the one Argus shot, which is probably is the real Kayla. This kind of sucks. But can't do anything about it. Probably Argus story probably will go in depth with the Kayla stuff. So I might do that too because I'm interested in that too. So yeah. But that's it. Good night or good morning or good afternoon. Goodbye. See you next time.